Hello again and welcome back to March Payne's Midlife Dolly Crisis. And as we move ever closer to the end of June and the end of Pride season, we're kind of reaching the climax, I suppose, of the festivities. And it really wouldn't be sort of Pride Month without opening this particular doll. So of all the dolls that I've opened this Pride season, this is kind of the one which I feel is the most representative of really the whole community, the whole LGBTQ plus community. No, it's sadly not the Cher doll, but it is the BMR1959 Ken doll, the one with the green hair and the makeup. So this doll was out in 2019. I previously thought there was only one wave of the 1959 dolls, and it was just kind of like an anniversary wave, and it wasn't like anything that was meant to continue. But apparently there was two waves of them. I'm not sure which wave this doll was from, but we're going to open them up and we're going to enjoy them. I'd also like to remind you at this point that we're having a Dolly Pride Parade on the 29th of June. So if you'd like to take part in that, please feel free. All you need to do is to upload a video on the 29th of June with your dolls, basically just celebrating Pride. They don't have to be doing a parade. They could be having a party or an after party, or just generally chilling and relaxing and celebrating diversity at its finest. So if you want to take part, please use the hashtag Dolly Pride Parade. And if you could also tag myself and Kim over at The Dolls, the Witch and the Wardrobe into the video as we're hosting the event, that would be great. The more the merrier. Let's have a bit of fun with this as we kind of bow out for another season. And now, without further ado, let's get this doll open and see what we think of them. Okay, so this is the front of the box. I do really like the artwork on this. Obviously, it's all cardboard, which is good. It's almost like a shoebox. So this is the front with the image. At the side, we've got BMR1959, which was obviously the name of the line. And then on the back, we have got information here. A lot of this is on here because obviously I'm in Europe, so we've got lots of different languages on there. I'm just going to read the English bit out to you. The BMR1959 collection celebrates the fashion heritage of Barbie and showcases how current trends influence the brand. So obviously it was kind of a modern take, I suppose, of Barbies and Kens, which is good because obviously you have to move with the times. If we flip the box back over again and open the top, you can see that you do have access to the doll. We've got this tissue paper here, and there is the doll in there. Now, I don't know if there is as many tags on this doll as normal. I don't think there's anything on the back of the head, at least, so that's good. I'm seeing those big kind of rubbery tags, you know, the kind of the clear ones around the legs there and the feet. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Actually, saying that, there's tags I can see in the jacket here, which is kind of annoying because that's probably going to leave a hole, particularly as it has been in since 2019. So look, I am going to now take the doll out and we'll have a proper look at them. So I thought we would begin by having a look at this sort of extra bits that the doll comes with. So this comes with a certificate of authenticity. Again, it's kind of on just a piece of regular paper, which is a bit annoying, a bit like the ones that the signature Lux dolls come with. So it basically just says Barbie BMR 1959 and then just says certificate of authenticity, and then there's lots of other sort of information and copyright details on there. So that is the certificate. We've then got a doll stand. So this one is a bit different to ones that I've seen before, mainly because this one is very specific to the 1959 range. So if you have a look at the very bottom of it, the base has got BMR 1959. So there we go. So that is the base. And then the rest of it is as you would expect it to be. Okay, so I haven't opened any of these dolls before. I thought I would try and put the waist clip on first, because what normally happens is that I put the post in first, and then I put the waistband thing on it, and then I realised that I put the post in the wrong way around. So I thought, well, I'll put this on first, and then I can't go wrong with it. But I can't even get the thing on. It's really difficult. I barely managed to get it sort of started on this thing. I don't know how big the doll is, so maybe that is right. Maybe they are going to be close to the top, but I hope so, because I don't think you can actually get the waist clip down any further. It doesn't seem to want to go. So look, I'm going to clip this in. There we go. And let's just hope for the best with that. Let me know in the comments if this is a common problem with these, because I've never experienced a stand that hasn't really worked like this, but hopefully that is where the doll's waist is going to be, because I don't think I'll be able to get it down any further. Okay, so here's the doll. Here are the other bits that they come with. So it wasn't actually that difficult to get them out. There were tags in the clothes which I found quite annoying, because there were those really tiny ones, and they have left holes here in the sort of the top of the dungarees or playsuit or whatever we're calling it. There's a hole there and kind of a hole at the top. Thankfully the hole at the top is near where the stitching is anyway, so you can't really see it. But getting the actual doll out was not that much of a problem. Basically those kind of thick, elasticy, sort of clear band things were sort of around the feet. There was another one, I think around the waist, and then there was one around the neck, but it was actually down the shirt as well. So I basically just cut them, and then I had to pull the one out from the clothes. But look, the doll is out now, so that's fine. There weren't any tags at the back of the head or anything like that. There weren't any tags in the actual doll, which is great. It was just the tags in the clothes, which very, very much annoyed me. Okay, so what I might do is, I might pause the video and I'll get these sort of bits of plastic that are still attached to the doll off, and then we can have a proper look at the doll, the clothes, the accessories, and everything. Okay, I just wanted to show you something. Underneath the plastic, when I removed it, on the shoulder, which I think is a different sort of material or different kind of plastic than the actual bicep part, there was kind of like a white powder in it. The same is actually on this side, so I didn't rub this one off. So here you go. So it looks obviously like a different colour. It will just come off. I don't know whether it's dust or just something that was sort of, it came off the plastic of the, you know, the plastic covering or what. But it's just something to be aware of if you are opening this doll a few years down the line kind of thing. So let's have a look at the jacket first. The jacket is actually a very nice piece. So it's sort of padded, and we've got sort of a quilting effect through it, which is very nice. It is obviously a little bit thicker because it's more than one layer big. If you have a look inside, you can kind of see all the work as well in there. So it's got a lining which has got BMR1959 all over it, which is nice. It also extends to it under the arms as well, in the actual armholes, and right down to the wrist. So the whole piece is lined, which is nice. We've got a tag in here, which is basically telling us what it's made of. It's made of polyester fibre. We've got another little label here, which just says BMR1959 as well. There's no fastenings on the jacket, so you can't do the jacket up. But you probably wouldn't really need to anyway. It's so nicely made. It's kind of a surprise when you get, you know, anything from Barbie really that is actually nicely made, which is a bit of a shame really. But yeah, it's kind of quite a nice piece. I think, you know, other Kens might want to borrow this if it's cold or whatever. But yeah, so that is the jacket. We've then got a pair of sunglasses as well that came in the packaging. So these are kind of cat's eye style. I don't know if they're see-through. I think they are literally just, yeah, they're just like a flat plastic, which is a bit annoying because I always think it's nicer if you can see the eye. But yeah, these are just a shiny plastic that you can't see through. I think we've probably seen this style before, but yeah, so that is the sunglasses. So it does feel like they've made a really nice effort with the clothes, with the styling of these. As I say, I don't actually have another BMR 1959 that's already open. I do have another BMR 59, but obviously they will be opened at a later date. I have to say the clothes on this one, I'd much prefer to the clothes on the other one, but that's for another time. So we're going to have a look at the doll now from top to bottom. So obviously they've got this amazing coloured hair, which is flocked. It's very nice. It's very bright and vibrant, and obviously it matches the dungarees as well. Obviously the face is unusual because most Ken dolls, I would say all the other Ken dolls, do not have the kind of detail that this doll has, in that this doll has eyeshadow on. The eyeshadow is kind of like a shiny sort of pearlescent colour, and also I think it kind of goes into like a pink or a sort of a purple. The eye colour is brown. There's no blushing on the doll as far as I can see, but the lips also suggest that there is maybe lipstick there. I don't know. The lip colour is just like a dark nude, I suppose, really. It's not like it's bright red or anything like that. It's just a sort of a brownie, a warm brownie colour, I would say. A little bit plummy perhaps as well. So maybe it is meant to be lipstick, but I think it could be either, really. If we go further down, we've got this chain thing, which I have to say that's kind of the bit I'm not really that keen on in this whole outfit. So it's a white white chain. I'm presuming it's meant to look like plastic. I mean, obviously it is plastic, but it's in a white mat. So I'm guessing it's meant to be a white plastic chain, really. Obviously it doesn't go all the way around because that's how you put it on the doll. These things never sit that right to me. Obviously at the moment it looks fine, but once you start moving the doll around, it will probably lift up or go back or, you know, do all sorts of things. We've then got a sort of a purple tank top here. So there's no detail on it. There's nothing, you know, it doesn't have BMR stamped across the chest or anything like that. There's Velcro on the back. Now, does this go far down? Okay, so I was wondering if it was like an all-in-one piece, but no. Let me move this down a bit and we can actually see. Okay, so it's got stitching at the bottom, so there's no raw edges there. It's got stitching around the armhole, so there's no raw edges there either. I'm going to remove the chain thing because I don't like it anyway. There we go. And yeah, there's no raw edges around the neck either. That has been properly sort of hemmed there as well. So there's nothing, I'm presuming there's nothing under the shorts. No, we've just got the sort of the moulded on pants. So I've just put the dungarees back up so we can have a proper look at that. So again, there's no raw edges on this at all. Everything is very nicely stitched. We have a working pocket at the front there. Now the pocket has also got the BMR 1959 logo on it. There's no kind of like stud detail or anything to suggest that this is kind of clipped on. You know how you have the clips on the dungarees. There's no fastenings down the back. There's no sort of Velcro or anything like that here. You would simply just put these down and just remove it from the legs, I'm guessing. Obviously there is stitching detail which suggests a waistband here and, you know, a kind of, I don't know if that's meant to be a pocket perhaps. Obviously it's not a real one. And then we've got like a fly front here at the front there. The pocket has also got a nice sort of stitching detail along the top there. There's double stitching on the braces part as well, which is a nice touch. It's that sort of thicker material. We've kind of seen this sort of fabric before. They tend to use it when they want you to think that someone is wearing a pair of jeans or something made from sort of a denim material. But that's really nice. If we go further down, there are a pair of orange, bright orange, sort of platform sneakers or trainers, which are very nice. They're quite shiny actually. Obviously there's no painted on detail, which is always a bit annoying, but never mind. The soles are actually hollow. So if you have a look at the bottom, they aren't sort of solid soles. They've just got nothing there. I've not really seen this before, I have to be honest, and I don't know if we'll see it again at any point. The actual moulding is actually very crisp as well, which is nice. So we've got a lot of details that you can see. There's lots of laces there, and there's sort of stitching detail around the top of them. And you can see, you know, you can see the toe cap and everything. As I said, it's a very nice sort of crisp moulding that they've given to the shoes there. The one thing I have forgot to show you is the hands. So, if we can focus, there we go. So there is a manicure here. I would say it's like a sort of a pinky purple colour. The body is made to move. So obviously they've got the standard sort of made to move articulation. The head will move around, which is good because that gives you a lot of posing opportunities. I'm just going to remove, am I going to remove this? Yeah, I'm going to remove this. Obviously for scientific purposes only. So on the chest, we've got a mark here. I'm not sure what that is, a bit of a scratch. Never mind. So on the chest we've got that whole sort of torso articulation, which seems a bit pointless, as I've mentioned before. We've then got the arms, which are pretty standard. So actually, I'm going to have to put this back up again to do this. Sorry. So yeah, we've got the shoulders, which go out and go up and down. We've got the bicep, which you can move around, if you can see it. Yeah, we have the bicep there, which is twistable. We've got a double joint at the elbow there. And we have got articulation at the wrist as well. We've got nothing on the actual waist, but we do have articulation in the legs. So maybe I'm going to have to take, I'm going to take the bottom half off. I'll be back in 2 ticks. So the legs obviously will go front and they'll kind of go back like that. There is also articulation in the thigh that will twist round there. The knees are also double jointed, so you can get a good pose with those. And also we have articulation in the ankle. These seem quite sturdy. I should point out there is no pedicure there. We only have a manicure. So there's nothing on the toes there, although they do have toes. So I am going to redress them and then we'll have a final look. I'll put the jacket on as well and we can see what we think of the whole ensemble. So I thought I would show you first the glasses. Obviously you can't see through them, which is a bit annoying. It's just like a flat plastic. But I do really love the shape of them. I love the whole sort of cat's eye look. I think it goes really well. I'm going to put the jacket on now and we'll see what that looks like. The jacket seems very big, so I'm guessing it's meant to be a little bit oversized. Obviously, you know, it's a big padded thing anyway, so it's going to look probably a bit bigger than it's sort of meant to, maybe. Okay, so the jacket looks overly big, I suppose. I mean, hopefully at a Pride event you wouldn't need a jacket like this, but to be honest, it's not been that warm here. So I might be in a duffel coat at the Pride event here in Dublin, who knows. I guess what's nice about the jacket is that you can have it open like this and you will see this really nice lining detail that's inside. So that is pretty good. I Really like this doll. I like the idea of the doll. I like what they've done. It's rare these days, I think, that you would get a doll that you're 100% happy with. So let me know what you think of them down in the comments below. Let me know if you've got them, if you've restyled them. If you've liked this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And also, please share the video if you know anyone else that would like this kind of content. And I will see you in the next one. So until then, take care. Bye.